we at Prashanti offer our humblest pranams at the most sacred lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba. Welcome brothers and sisters, this is Nalini. We have been bringing Baba's first trips outside of Puttaparthi and his early devotees on Prashanti. In today's episode, we'll talk about Baba's visit to the humble home of a devotee called Narayan Sharma in Bangalore. In an earlier Prashanti, we brought you the story of Narayan Sharma, who was granted the vision of Dashavatar in Chitravati waters by Baba. Shanta, his daughter, has given a vivid account of Baba's visit to her house in Bangalore, which brings to life the Balasai of 1940s. Let us watch Arvind Balasubramanya, a member of Team Radio Sai, narrate it.
They had invited Swami to come home. And Swami actually came home. How it happened was very, very interesting. It was one fine morning in Bangalore. And suddenly at around 10:30 in the morning, they hear a knock on the door. They open the door and Swami is standing there. And he says, "You told me to come, right? I have come." Oh my God, Swami told you to come. You should tell some message and so we'll make welcome arrangements here. Then you came off. See, that is the thing. When we seek from God, are we ready to receive as per God's terms? There was a train which arrives at Penukonda at 1:30 in the morning. He has caught that train, landed up at Bangalore railway station, taken a horse cart and arrived here at 10:30 now. And the house was in shambles. So the first time Swami is visiting this home, what they told is, Swami, just stand there for 10 minutes. They rushed into the home, cleaned it up and welcomed Swami in. The Lord has come, you want to feed the Lord. That day they had not cooked anything. Shanta, the daughter, says that they had gone to a nearby hotel and got parcel 2 masala dosas. So Swami comes in and they offer that masala dosa to Swami. What to do? Swami did not have a bed or a cot. Swami slept on the floor for a few days. Swami sent a letter saying that there is some negative planetary influence on this home. Change your home. Swami is the person who has said when you have God's anugraha, nothing of the navagraha can touch you. But here he is telling there is some negative planetary influence, so you move out of the home. It is like Swami saying, when Swami says, even if the whole universe conspires against, it has to happen. And that same Swami is saying that this is Rahu Kalam, let us not go now. It's all part of the drama. The next time the letter came, it had a stronger message saying that it is not good for Narayan Sharma to stay in this home. And before they could realize, that same evening, Narayan Sharma breathed his last. It was very interesting the way he breathed his last also. This was a pendant which was attached to the Rudraksha Mala that Swami had materialized for Narayan Sharma. On one side there is Hanuman, on the other side there is Shirdi Baba. He put this pendant into his mouth and washed that pendant with that glass of water, drank that water, and with a smile on his face, chanting Swami's name, he passed away.
Baba had promised this dear devotee that he would protect his family. He rushed to Sharma's house after his death and took care of the family in every way he could, even feeding the Brahmins with his own hands during one of the monthly death rituals. These insights are invaluable, for they shed light on the very core of Baba's nature: humility, simplicity and unending love. Many people who are used to seeing Baba sitting on throne-like chairs and traveling in cars bedecked with flowers may be under the impression that Baba loved luxury and led an ostentatious life. But in reality, he led a very austere, frugal life, living in a tiny room with the barest of necessities, even at Prashanti Nilayam ashram. Old devotees recall many instances of Baba traveling in his younger days by tonga, buses, even bullock carts. His entire life was a saga of sacrifice, as Dr. Sundar Iyer, who spent 15 years with Baba, says. Let us watch.
Lay back the description of his abode. One day these will be super valuable. These are the disciples. No matter how trivial, they're going to be looked upon down the road with great interest. Even today they are. Set up the stage again of his room. Easy chair, reclining chair, bed, desks.
There was a room just above the interview room, which is pretty much the same size as the interview room.
Mm-hmm.
In the interview room there was one chair, and there was another chair. It's not one of those reclining chairs where you can put your leg up and...
It's just a chair.
And you had the waste paper basket next to him where you can tear the letters and dump. And then on this side there would be a small desk where you would have these trays of envelopes. The rest of the room was practically empty.
Did he have books or telephones or magazines?
No,
or
no.
How about
It
television?
No, there was no television.
Radio?
No radio. It's a small room, 10 feet by 10 feet. And the Puttaparthi ashram windows are wooden windows above the bhajan hall where he would sleep. And there were 4 of them. He would have just 1 open and 3 closed all the time.
What's in that tiny room?
Just the minimum furniture. His living room has just 1 chair for him. His entire life, the way I saw it, was a saga of sacrifice.
Thank you for watching Prashanti. Jai Sai Ram.
Let's head on over to Prashanti, which will be hosted here by a close darling friend of mine, namely Nalini Bhatt. Let's greet her.
Love is my form, truth is my breath, this is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, this is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, bliss is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, bliss is my food.
We at Prashanti offer our humblest pranams at the most sacred lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba. Welcome, brothers and sisters. This is Nalini. Shri Baba is a phenomenon worshipped by millions all over the world. True, he was an avatar, but so far we have seen that having come in the human form, he played the role of a human being to perfection. He wanted to teach how we human beings can rise to the heights of godliness. We find Baba talking, walking, eating and mixing with people so humbly and naturally that it is easy to forget that he is the very divinity descended to earth. When we see Baba's early trips outside of Puttaparthi, we wonder how could he be so down to earth. In the last episode, we saw how he visited a devotee's house, waited patiently while they cleaned the house, ate the masala dosa they offered, and even slept on the floor. What was important to him at all times was the purity of a devotee's heart. Baba needed no formal invitation. He would simply walk into their houses and bless them. Devotees like Narayan Sharma, Jagannath Rao Naidu and Narasimha Rao Naidu had the great good fortune of hosting Baba whenever he came to Bangalore. Having Baba visit your house was very simple back then. Devotees just requested him to come for lunch. Baba would take their address and would visit their homes. After a month or so, he would revisit them again and stay for nearly 8 to 10 days sometimes. Jagannath Rao Naidu once invited Baba for lunch. Even though Baba acted the part of a human so well, there were instances where suddenly his divinity surfaced and he showed his omniscience or omnipresence. Here is one such instance that Jagannath Rao recalls. When he was eating lunch, Baba suddenly said to Jagannath Rao's mother, who was serving one dish after other, "Amai, mother, you forgot to bring one of the dishes." I think maybe it was chutney or raita or something like that. But indeed, the lady had forgotten to serve the item Baba reminded her of. It was uncanny how Baba knew about it, but then he was omniscient. Fortunate are those who hosted Baba in their homes on his visits. In fact, when I was a little girl and attending Balvikas, the Sunday school, Baba visited the house of my Balvikas teacher, Mrs. Manikyamma. I remember him arriving and being ushered into the house and Baba sitting on a chair in the living room, we children singing bhajans and so on. Though we don't have footages of Baba's visit to devotees' homes in 1940s, we can get a glimpse of it in the 1980s. Let us watch. Thank you for watching Prashanti. Jai Sai Ram.
Love is my form, truth is my breath, bliss is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, bliss is my food. Love is my form, truth is my breath, bliss is my food.
We at Prashanti offer our humblest pranams at the most sacred lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba. Welcome, brothers and sisters. This is Nalini. November 23rd is the day that God Himself descended to earth in the guise of a human to uplift humanity. Baba's birthday is celebrated in every nook and corner of the world. Even though devotees celebrate His birthday with all grandeur and splendor, they never forget the great dictum that Shri Baba gave during his birthday celebrations. Baba used to say, "Of what use is it to honor the avatar and hold the day when the avatar took human form as sacred? The message of the avatar must be born, must become alive, must grow in you, your heart. That is the birthday you have to celebrate." You need not wish happy birthday. I'm always happy, Baba said. I'm a tank of happiness. It was the thirst for divine bliss that drew you here. Drink deep and experience that bliss. Let us watch Shri Baba's birthday discourse.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Righteousness, peace and love. All the forms of knowledge that we acquire are useless. All actions of goodness, all good deeds that you do, what for are they without truth, righteousness, peace and love? You go to any street, in the name of social work, so many people do it. What is social work in fact? All are indulging in show work, and there's no social work. How can you expect man to remain in peace if he doesn't come forward to help the fellow man? My spark of divinity is present in all. Human being in reality is constantly contemplate, ruminate on your true identity, the self, then I will manifest among you. One has to go along the path of truth and righteousness. That which is permanent, eternal in you is the Satya, the truth, Prema, love. And Satya is the foundation. Then you will attain that state of love. Bhagavan is the only ideal for everybody. Bhagavan has no desire at all. Truth,
Love.
truth and love are present in everyone. Truth is present everywhere, all pervasive. Don't limit your love to your family, to your children, and to your relations. Bhagavan is extremely happy that you have listened to his divine message. The quintessence of the message being two, one the truth, the other love. If you practice Bhagavan's teaching, that will make Bhagavan very happy. People want liberation today.
Liberation.
And once you adhere, follow divine life, you will attain liberation. Embodiments of love. Consider always whatever you speak, whatever you do, it's all God's work only. That divine feeling will make Swami extremely happy. Bhagavan blesses you all. So many people are assembled here. Let all of you be full of love. Let all of you lead the life of bliss.
Long life, healthy life, happy life, peaceful life.
Bhagavan blesses you all.
The celebration of the birthday of Satya Sai Baba is a joyful time of remembrance of the twin principles of love and service. Brothers and sisters, when we celebrate Shri Baba's birthday, we are celebrating the one who is an inexhaustible reservoir of pure love. We are celebrating the numerous service projects, be it free hospitals, free schools and colleges, free drinking water supply or free housing projects, all of which stand testimony to Shri Baba's selfless love and compassion for the needy and less privileged. We are celebrating his declaration, "My life is my message and service to man is service to God." On this day and every day, like Shri Baba wished, we should live his principles. When this resolve is born in the heart of each one of us, his devotees, that day is Baba's birthday and he lives on. Thank you for watching Prashanti. Jai Sai Ram.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Swami. Happy birthday to you.
This is going on from 60th birthday onwards, 1985.
Thousands of volunteers are already here, and from remote villages across the state, many districts, and hand in hand with